Ladies and gentlemen, it's back. There's been a bit of time that we've been away. Unfortunately, my cat's gone missing and all my spare time has been looking for the cat. But no need to worry. He will be coming back. The important thing is the Mullet Show is back. It's FTV Sports and we're going to have some fun tonight.
Never give up on us. Now we're on the road to your love. Right now, all our dreams can be made. I will be kings of football again. England! England!
Ian's just winding me up, showing me his cat. That has not run away. He has not run away. Very jealous right now. Very jealous.
Absolutely goading.
Obviously, this Mullet Show's back with me and Mr. Tom Mercer. How you doing?
Phenomenal.
Got Marseille shirt on today.
I've got my Alain Marseille shirt. Yeah, mate.
You good? You happy that I got that right? Usually I get those kind of things wrong.
Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised you know anything outside of Arsenal or the Premier League. So
or mullets.
Or
I do
mullets,
know a bit about Millwall.
So
and of course,
yes, mate.
You've seen Ian on countless numbers of shows. He's come on the Mullet Show today. Thank you for coming in. How you doing, mate?
Yeah, I'm good. Where's Michael Bolton from your pictures?
Honestly, how many footballers were in that montage?
I don't know. When I think of famous
one footballer.
Yeah.
One footballer.
Michael Bolton wasn't a football player. He was a sleazy singer.
Yeah, I know. He didn't make the cut. To be fair, bless my wife. She made it for me. So thank you, Hazel, for making it. But
thank you,
we
Hazel.
will have a new one for next season and we'll have some more mullets. So this is kind of a season review. Anyone watching for the first time, I see one person is watching. Yes, thank you very much. Watching, please. Oh, 2 people now. If you're watching, please like and subscribe. Have a beer with us and have a laugh. It's all about fun, the Mullet Show. We talk about football, but not too seriously. And, we do our thing. But the thing we always do on Mullet Show is we talk about Millwall first because, 100%. It's half of what we do. So, we actually went to a Millwall game, didn't we, Thomas?
We did. Last home game of the season.
And after the first half, I walked back to get a beer with you guys, and I did say it was one of the worst half of football I've ever seen. But then that was until I watched the first half of Arsenal or Newcastle versus Arsenal, and then I said to myself, well, maybe I should be a Millwall fan. But I think the best bit about that day was because it was the last game of the season, last home game. Big Tannoy, please no one invade the pitch. The stewards gathered around the pitch. And then as soon as the final whistle went, everyone rushed onto the field. There were kids running around everywhere. And the best bit is we walked out and there's a load of rabble of kids running down to run on the pitch. And he's just like, fuck you wankers.
My best bit, Ian, you would have seen this on doing the rounds. It's literally, they've got all the stewards there, like lined up in a row, doing trying their best, literally to hold him back. Everyone's darting past him. This one geezer has got a flat cap and proper Cockney, a Bermondsey boy, just sitting there with a cigarette, walks so slow past him, and the stewards do absolutely nothing. You must have seen that video. That's the one doing the rounds. Absolutely class.
Well, at least we'll come to Man City later and stuff, but I was disturbed.
Wait for your time, EFL watch. Come on, Ian.
It's EFL watch.
The last time I saw a crossbar smashed, apart from the Man City one, was about 25 years ago when Scotland beat England and the Jocks sat on the crossbar and busted at Wembley. It might have been 30 years ago, if that comes up.
That was longer than 30 years ago. Or that was when it was the they used to do the was that the Home Nations Cup, didn't they?
Yeah. It's the last one,
80s, wasn't it? 80s.
The last one, I think.
But let's talk pitch invasions, right? Because there's a lot going on at the moment, right? But Tom, why did they invade the pitch? Why did they invade the pitch? I don't know.
It happens all the time. I'm not going to lie, Millwall. Yeah,
I've
At the end
never
of the
seen
season-
it happen. Ever.
End of the season, big FA Cup games. Yeah, all the time. Yeah.
Yeah, but you just beaten Peterborough. You hadn't gotten the playoffs.
Yeah, no, but it was last game of the season, and do you know what? I don't even know why I'm trying to defend them, mate. But
Why didn't they just
when I
listen?
was an age, we used to run on the pitch. When you're younger,
But
wanna
you
run
ran on the
don't you?
pitch.
Yeah, when
You
you're
ran on
younger,
the
you
pitch.
run on the pitch, don't you? Yeah, when you're 18, 19, you just want to be. This is when I thought I'd watched too many Danny Dyer films and thought I was absolutely hard.
I mean, looking at you, Tom, you could never have been in a Danny Dyer.
But I was in the side.
Yeah, you probably got stopped from going on the pitch. You were the only one.
Sorry, I'm so sorry.
Ian, have you ever invaded the pitch?
I haven't, but the question I've got to say is, when you watch all these South American games or whatever, and all the fans run on the pitch, have you ever seen them like rip all the gear off the players? So the players end up sprinting off in their underpants. Our fans come on and headbutt and smack up the opposition. Like, we got badly hit. I can't
To be
remember.
fair to that guy, though,
Really sharp. So our fans come on looking for a fight, whereas the South American fans run on looking for a debagging. Why is it different?
I will defend the guy, though, because he wasn't looking at him as he headbutted him. He was just kind of like head down. And he was running in a straight line.
Whoa. You're trying to defend that guy.
No, I'm just saying. He didn't headbutt him. He didn't headbutt him. He just ran into him with his head down like that.
Yeah, that's even worse. It is horrendous. That is.
I know, it was horrendous.
Seriously, can I do the adult in the room comment? Someone's going to get really seriously hurt unless that's prevented. Because I thought we were hair's breadth from a player getting really, really badly hurt.
Well, no, you saw what happened with St. Etienne. That's the worst. That happened. Seeing they were launching flares.
Yeah, that was. There was lots. There must have been lots of injuries of that St. Etienne game. But
it was mental.
But fair play to Patrick Vieira, who took the law into his own hands and just started kicking the guy. Love that.
It's Selhurst Park, because the last kung fu kick there was Eric Cantona, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It's the ground of the kung fu kick.
No, it is.
I mean, but I did enjoy Vieira.
But the thing is, 95% of the people that do these pitch invasions is just a bit of well jest. You're there just to, experience the day, get onto the pitch. Personally,
yeah, you would know.
but if you're not going to cause trouble. But when you start like headbutting people, which is not right. But if people are going to start doing that, then too right. It should be. Stewards should be. I wouldn't condone it now in my older age.
But what could the stewards do? They're paid minimum wage. You've got all this surge of people coming on. What actually can they do?
They're saying
you were a steward. Would you tackle some huge guy running on the pitch?
Well, they used to. They used to do.
Because I'm well hard.
No, you're not.
What they used to do was at Millwall, they used to get the right police. They used to have all the right police, and trust me, that makes you stop when someone's standing there with a shield in the back.
The difference. Okay, well, let's talk. And
the horses come out on the pitch.
Difference is when the clubs pay for stewards, it's minimum wage. It must be tons more when the clubs have to pay for all the police like they used to do in the old days. So I think economy is putting people's lives at risk.
Well, I say bring in the army. I say bring in the bloody army, mate. But yeah, I mean, it was the funniest thing.
Johnny Depp and Amber Heard on there to defend the team.
Yeah, well, no, Johnny didn't do anything wrong. So, maybe just Amber. Well, I do think it kind of stems from this Will Smith thing. Because when Will Smith's all right to go and slap someone on the face, then that guy who headbutted that Sheffield United player just thought, well, Will Smith.
Do you think psychologically, because Will Smith has literally one of the biggest shows of all time, one of the biggest actors, has slapped somebody full on in front of the view of the world, and if he can do that, that gives me the right as a random person to go up and not headbutt. I would say it's a spear headbutt. Like literally, he's at pace.
Headbutts when you fling the head forward.
Yeah. You're telling me he's running at him, mate. He's running at him. And he's blindsided. He's blindsided.
It was like a rhino.
I thought, honestly, I'm going to do the adult bit. When I saw the Billy Sharp one, I thought that could have ended up really bad.
Yeah, no,
I agree.
He wasn't looking. He could have. It's the sort of stuff that causes brain injuries and.
Yeah, I agree.
So If you're
It was a
watching
really bad
now,
situation.
bring in the bloody army, bring in the police, get the dogs out. Let's sort this out now, okay? All of the millions of viewers of the show at the moment.
But what
Big
did you,
up to Mr. Silver. Yes, thank you, mate.
Hi,
Thank
Foxy.
you, Tony. And obviously Vieira, what a hero! Yeah,
I did like that because the video of him is that someone's got the video of him. They're trying to go Vieira, aren't they? They're like, "Have you seen that?" It's like someone's in. I like that because if someone's giving you shit in your face,
I wouldn't take him on.
what Vieira?
When it comes to Mikel Arteta, yeah, I fancy my chances. I could take him.
Oh, whoa!
Yeah, Vieira.
Don't be like that, Ian. Let's not start the show like that. Anyway, back onto EFL Wash because I think you were talking something about this thing called the playoffs. What is that? What is the playoffs?
Phenomenal. It is the best, most magical part of the football season. And if you watch the game when Billy Sharp got headbutted, it was
that was a playoff, was it?
Game. Yeah, it was a playoff.
It was some dinger.
Sheffield Forest second leg was one of the best games I've seen all season. Forest went to Sheffield, got 1-2-1. They were winning 2-0, and Sheffield scored a last-minute winner. A last-minute goal to make it 2-1.
So hang on. So just for people who don't know, that's Sheffield United. Yeah.
Yes, you'd like to think people, Sheffield United, who were in the Premier League 2 seasons ago, people watch a football show. And if you don't, you can go. One of our viewers that doesn't know Sheffield United, get them off. Don't want to see them anymore.
We've only got one viewer at the moment. I'm pretty sure it's Tony.
He's a Sheffield Wednesday fan. Anyway, Sheffield United are from Sheffield, which is a town in Yorkshire, which is in the north of England for those
Arctic monkeys.
For all our
more importantly, their celebrity fan is Sean Bean, and they did a movie called When Saturday Comes.
Now I've seen that. That's a great film.
It's not as good as There's Only One Jimmy Grimble, but it is a good movie.
Well, Sean Bean is Richard Sharp, and that's it. He is sharp, and he's nothing else to me. And Sean Bean's a legend.
You've never seen There's Only One Jimmy Grimble.
Have you? You've never seen Sharp?
I've seen Sharp, yeah.
And it's class.
Yeah.
I've seen
James
Sharp.
Bond, 18th century. Anyway, Sheffield United playing Forest, two big, massive teams. Premier League teams, in my opinion, over the likes of a Brighton or a Burnley, let's say.
Well, no, they're not Premier League teams because they're not in the Premier League. So,
okay, well, Burnley aren't in the Premier League and Forest are, so.
Well, we're going to get on to Burnley.
Yeah, we need to talk Burnley later.
Here's my point. In terms of fan base, big cities, fan base, they are big clubs, in my opinion. Nottingham Forest have won more Champions League than Man City and Arsenal combined.
Well, Arsenal never won it, so.
Exactly. That's why they've won it combined, mate, because they've won it twice. They've actually won the Champions League more than they've won the Football League.
Man City have won the Champions League. Oh, no, they haven't.
Do you know anything about football? Do you literally know anything?
That's why you're on the show, mate.
You can literally get anybody off the show knows this. Anyway, 2-0. No. It's 2-0 Forest at Sheffield United first leg. Sheffield United, Sander Berger scores a 91st goal, make it 2-1, makes it a bit interesting. They go to, is it the Forest Ground? Can't remember the name of the ground. Forest Ground, isn't it? County Ground, something like that. Forest Ground, we'll say with that.
We lost there this season. That was fun.
Yeah, exactly. You're crap as well. And then and then Forest dominate the first half, go 1-0 up, 3-1. You think the tie's over. Forest absolutely dominate, buoying them. Second half comes around. Sheffield United bit with their teeth. Absolutely class second half. Come back, make it 2-1 on the night, 3-3 in aggregate. Goes all the way through to penalties. Bryce Samba, the Notts Forest goalkeeper, pulls off 2 worldy saves. One of them, he stands still for the penalty. When do you stand still for a penalty? He knew he was going to go down the middle.
He'd done loads of homework or something. He went to look at his notes before the penalty was taken, looking at the guy who was taking it, their previous record. He actually had a notebook and went to check it and saved the penalty.
It's class. It was class. It was honestly, that's one of the best games of football I've seen all season.
Can you imagine Arteta turns green if someone wants to touch his Barnet? Yeah. I'm going to.
You don't touch his Barnet. Thank you. Big up to Tony, who's our only viewer today. I just love reading out his
I don't know who Tony is, but I know the Silver Foxes.
Tony's coming on. He's coming on. Tony is
get him on now. Just send him the link. Get him on.
Yeah, get on, Tony. I'm going to send Tony the link. Let's see him.
Right, Sheffield United now. Right, moving on. Come on.
Right, moving on. So you wanted to talk about Bristol Rovers?
Yes.
I did too.
Go on.
What
No, you
about
go
them?
first. I got very impassioned about the championship playoffs and how great it is. But no, go on. Fire
Let me
over.
mention, it was that Division 2 playoffs. We had Mansfield managed by Nigel Clough. Love Nigel, our Nigel. And they missed it by a hair's breadth, got beat by Port Vale in the final playoff, which is a shame. But bloody hell, who would have thought Joey Barton would take Bristol Rovers from I think they were third from bottom at one stage.
Yeah.
It was almost a performance like Forest without the playoffs. To win 7-0 on the final game of the season, that is like, and that's an Aguero performance by our Joey. So I just want to say,
but I mean, let's be honest, Joey has done a few bad things recently.
he's mad as a box of frogs, is Joey Barton.
How has he still got a job?
No. Eric Cantona, mad as box frogs. Joe Barton, I think, is next level. I generally think Joe Barton is the amount of things that he's done.
I mean,
anyway,
management.
No, but how has he not got the sack? If I did that at work, it's called unconscious bias,
did.
mate. That's what it is.
He did. He did.
It's all about unconscious bias.
Yeah. I think he's still in court, isn't he? I think it's still was he?
He was on a charge of slapping his missus. I think he gave
bloody hell. And we're bigging him up. We're bigging him up on the show. I'm sorry, Ian. It's not good enough. He's got to go.
I know. I thought the last charge was that he kicked off at Barnsley.
She's withdrawn the charges, so I'm not saying that'll go. But back at Joey, interesting. I just want to say, sometimes you look at guys and you think they're going to be really well qualified to become a manager. And this week, Kevin De Bruyne passed his licensing badge or whatever. And you'd have thought Kevin De Bruyne, super intelligent guy, Frank Lampard, went to public school, all that sort of stuff.
Kevin De Bruyne is still playing, isn't he?
And then, but you'd have thought those sort of people will become really good managers. And then lo and behold, the two surprise management candidates outside the Premier League are bloody Wayne Rooney and Joey Barton.
I think
with dodgy women.
We should stop putting Joey Barton on a pedestal here, mate, because I'm telling you,
I'm not
done some wrong things.
My comments, Ollie,
bad stuff.
were Bristol City.
Bad stuff.
Bristol City, I was saying Bristol City winning 7-0 last day game of the season to go up and beat Mansfield on goal difference.
Northampton.
Yeah, Northampton, sorry. Whoever they beat on that to go on goal difference with a day up. Mental.
There you go. GMS Limited says, "What's up, guys? How you doing, mate? You all right?
We've got another viewer. Come on, the viewer. Get on the show.
Unfortunately, Tony's working, so he can't come on the show. But we will get him on. But, I mean, you got to understand that when we get Tony on, we will only have one viewer. So, you've got to do what you got to do. And,
however, when we get Tony on, we'll only have one panelist as well, though, unfortunately.
Exactly. But what we do is we can log in from multiple devices and we can heckle our own selves.
Why have we never done that before?
Get the viewers up.
Anyway, let's move on because the EFL, for exciting as it is, well done to Bristol City, was it?
Rovers.
Bristol Rovers. Joey Barton needs to be sacked. See you later, mate. You're bang out of line. All right, so here's your time, Ian. City win the war. I mean, it's not like you have got a lot of money. It's not like the people who own you have horrible human rights issues or anything like that. And it's not like anyone really cares.
We're not talking Saudi Arabia here. We're talking Abu Dhabi.
I mean, they're in the same league.
If Saudi Arabia, Joey Barton, then the UAEs are they're at least some marginally better then.
Yeah. Well, I do think that though, Ian. People skate over the fact that you are owned by second to the Saudi Arabians, like a bit dodgy. But,
why? Why is it dodgy?
I'm joking. I listened to a podcast the other day and they were saying that, so I thought I'd bring it up and see what.
Right, I'll move on to the.
Let's talk about the football.
Right, let's move on to the Premier League.
So City win the war. So were you ever worried? I've been to the
previous 5 or 6 home games. I've been to the semi-finals of the Champions League. The Champions League against Real Madrid. And I just cannot explain what the bloody hell happened in those last couple of minutes against Real Madrid. I have no explanation. Pep's decisions were perfect. We'd played a perfect 2 legs.
Well, no, Ian, they weren't perfect.
Hang on, hear me out. We had missed a bagful in the first leg, but I cannot explain what went wrong. So the next week, you're thinking, the Scousers have all the luck. They've had all the VAR all season, all that sort of luck. They've managed to win the 2 trophies on penalties. City, I can't explain how they went out of the Champions League. Liverpool have had all the best draws. You've got to think somehow up there in heaven, someone is smiling on the Scousers and they're destined to win this quadruple. And then somehow out of the sky comes this, City are 2-0 down. So you've got Liverpool 2 trophies on penalties. City knocked out the Champions League, and I can't even explain how the bloody hell they lost that in the semi-finals. They're then 2-0 down with, 10 minutes or whatever, 10, 15 minutes to play, and it's all looking grim. And then somehow all these angels descended and this magic dust, and everything changed. I've never seen anything like it. I was stressed out of my box. My brother was at the game. He went down with a whole gang of fans. He was phoning me. I was out in the I was out of the country getting a suntan. And but I was
to be fair, mate, your tan does look pretty good.
In a bar in Las Americas, and I have to say I was stressed out of my box, and it was like a miracle happened. A miracle for the second time in 10 years just dropped out of the sky.
A £350 miracle. 350 million. No, I was. It was good to see.
All I'd say is, you look at what Man United have spent in the last 5 or 6 years, and it's more than City has spent.
He always goes back to Man United. This guy, I love him. That's why I love him. What do you think, Tom? What do you think, Tom?
I think ultimately, I think you asked 99% of the non-Liverpool fans, and they would have said they wanted City to win that.
Yeah,
and it was a good game. It was a good game, and I did think City would have bottling it for the second time in 2 weeks. I generally thought that.
Me too.
I generally thought, and because you could see the heads were down, but I think it was a De Bruyne, that little burst in the box when he did a couple of plays, and then he got it right at the subs. I actually think Guardiola got it wrong by taking De Bruyne off at the Burnley.
Yeah, I second that.
I don't think you would have had you conceded that one goal. I think De Bruyne, he's the one that literally said, "Look, lads, let's calm the fuck down. We need to see this out," and he would have been a bit more sensible. But we're not talking about that.
Fernandinho and Gundogan, they're the 2 most sensible dudes in the world.
I mean, Fernandinho got absolutely turned by Vinicius for one of the goals, didn't he?
Yes,
he got sold down the river.
I just say that was after Fernandinho had made the goal previously by belting down the right and crossing the ball. So I would say
the balance.
Yeah, you're right.
Anyway,
you're right.
It's my opinion. All right, let me have my own opinion, Ian. All right, is that all right?
Yeah, go on.
But look, it was a good game. It was the best moment of that, though. The best moment was that you've all seen that clip from Anfield when they think it's gone 3-3, and they all start cheering, and even the commentators mugging them off, being like,
"That was hilarious."
It's 3-2.
I did enjoy Jack Grealish's. On the party bus. It's something I do like about Jack Grealish. I think
he's a throwback. He's a throwback of one of the players. And you know what? He actually comes across like the thing you see the socials from England. He's always like with the kids. He'll always stop and like take a photo or whatever. He's really, really nice. And then he's also just loves the beers and he doesn't give a shit.
Honestly, he sounded like he'd just done a whole Glastonbury. Like that's what I sound like.
Did you see the videos?
Players probably before your time, like Rodney Marsh or Stan Bowles.
Never heard of them.
Charlie Nicholas.
Yeah, I've heard of Charlie.
Champagne Charlie.
There's a mullet.
Yeah, there is. But like, I'm talking about the 90s. I'm talking dentist chair. I'm talking character. He's a bit of a throwback to them. And then do you see literally after the Man City? So he's done the 2 days on the piss with the City boys, and then he's literally on beef for the next day afterwards. Obviously on this 2-week jolly, like absolutely loving life.
People are referring to it as like a phrase now. I'm going to do a Grealish.
Yeah, because that's what the Forest boys did. They said, I'm going to do a Grealish for the next.
Yeah, going to do a Grealish. Instead of going on the piss, you're going to say, I'm going to do a Grealish.
How does he get away with it, though? How does he get away? I'm just going to read a few more comments. We've got 4 people watching, guys. We've got 4 people. Right, guys, just so you know, there's 4 people watching, so pull out the good shit right now, okay? Because there's 4 GMS Limited, don't worry, guys. We will get your views up and leave it to me and Tony. Well, there's 4 of you now.
Now you just lost a view.
It's gone up to 5. Oh, my God. I don't know what's happened. It's gone up to 5. Mr. Fox, Jesus coming to Arsenal, yes, because he has more chance of winning the Champions League there. Wow, we ain't even in it. There you go. He said it.
Yeah, I think Jesus.
Tony again.
I think Jesus is going to get nailed to the cross if he goes to Arsenal.
Whoa! Just so disclaimer there that it's not the views of our channel. We don't do religion. We don't do politics. You know that. On Real Madrid, Benzino's got.
But he might do a Pepe and raise Lazarus from the dead.
Wow, we're just doing more of these. I love these.
Maybe he's responsible for turning water into wine for Jack Grealish.
Are you a Catholic?
Yeah.
Catholic? I was an old server.
I did O-level RE when I was like
O-levels, bloody hell. Jack Grealish is the modern.
I'm that old.
Jack Grealish is the modern day Ray Parlour legend. And
I'll take that.
That's Adam. Is that Adam? Is that you, Adam? GMS Limited. I think it is. Anyway, so City won the war eventually. You got over the line, but it's getting a bit boring now. It's just like,
what do you mean? Because you're shit.
Well, to win the Premier League, it's always going to be City. It's always going to be Liverpool. At least Liverpool have done it in a kind of more kind of footballing traditional way. That's what I'm saying. Like City,
Pep's saying to Arteta, just watch and learn, lad. Watch and learn. When you're a proper man.
When did you become from Yorkshire? When did Pep go? Watch and learn, lad. Watch and learn. Mick McCarthy, how are you? Millwall legend.
Millwall legend. And Adam is watching. Adam, who usually comes on the Mullet Show. Sorry, we're missing you, Adam. He says he needs to promote his company. Now I know what your company's, mate. It's GMS Limited. Check him out. Give him a Google review. They are brilliant.
Measure stuff up.
So one last. So 4 Premier Leagues.
Oh my God! Ukraine have beaten Scotland 2-0. Come on, Ukraine! Get in.
2-0. Wow,
that is amazing.
Well,
that's the second because Zinchenko. Yarmolenko.
I didn't see Matt. I was just too engrossed by our fantastic chat about Jesus turning water into wine and the return of Lazarus. I just didn't see the goal scored.
There we go. Knee deep in religion.
GMS Limited.
4 GMS Limited all the way. So 4 leagues in 5 seasons. I mean, you got Haaland now? Are you going to win the Champions League? And are you going to win the league next season?
As long as we buy a left back, yeah.
Wow.
Who's your left back at the minute? Is this Cancelo?
Ukrainian lad.
Is it
Zinchenko's kind of left midfield. We haven't got
been
one.
Shit though.
Our left back's in prison, isn't he? He's on trial.
Whoa!
You ain't ever getting out. Bombs. Watch this, dropping bombs. Boom.
I'm pretty sure we had a discussion before.
He scored enough to be the Golden Boot winner, didn't he?
We had a discussion. Jesus Christ!
Whoa,
all right,
Joe Biden, Bernard Mendy. Wow.
There we go.
Move on. Move on fast.
He's going down. So, well, it must be nice being a City fan. You've only signed Haaland, so I mean, you're not going to do very well next season. Let's see. Let's go on to Burnley. Ex-Joey Barton, of course, who we hate. They finally went down. I'm quite happy to see the back of them. Although, if you look at Arsenal's points against Burnley, we used to do quite well. Tom, you sad to see him go? You'll be playing him next season.
Yeah. You have to give credit to Sean Dyche, I think, for what he did, because they were on a shoestring of a budget. They literally were well within their means, but they seem to have a core of players that were just solid tactically. They were resolute, and you have to give credit for him because I think he did a phenomenal job of him. But had he stayed there and I think they still would have gone down. I think regardless, they still would have gone down. I just think they've come their time, basically. I think, if you do the XG thing and you listen to podcasts, they should have gone down years and years ago, but they stayed up by the skin of their teeth. So
what's XG?
XG is expected.
No, I'm joking.
Okay, I'm glad. But the thing is, you don't know much about football, so it's just nice to have you.
I don't know anything about football. I just come and just spout.
I was more worried about come see, come Sam. I mean, it's
actually.
Monge too, Rodney.
Exactly. For those who don't know what con see, con sa means, it means maybe it's a bit.
It was all for the French viewers, mate.
Yes. Oh, there's a lot of French viewers.
There is.
Just so you know, Tony said Ian is on top form, and oh look, GMS Limited again. We won't call him Adam because his company's amazing. Ian, does Pep need to freshen up the City squad this season?
What do you think he's doing with Haaland? Yeah.
Actually, just on that, more importantly, so you need a left back. You've got your two strikers. You've got that geezer that no one knows from Dortmund. No, but the other geezer from
Haaland.
Julian Alaves. He's
been bang on 4 goals or something the weekend. But who do you want left back then? Quickly, quick fire. First thing, left back. Who do you want?
I'd like a fit and fully proven Tierney, but apart from him,
really?
Well, you're never going to get a fit.
Brighton.
You're never going to get a fit Tierney for starters.
When I first saw the picture and it said City were associated with this new left back, I promise you, I thought it was Joe Wicks. He looks like Joe Wicks.
I reckon Joe Wicks could do a good job at left back. I reckon he could do
Wicks. I reckon City need Joe Wicks at left back.
He's so sexy.
Up and down. Oh, yeah, bang it in, Pep. Whack-a-mole. Let's go, Pep. I'm up for it.
But can I talk about Burnley? Because I
know quickly. City, last thing. I know quick. They'll go to Barney in literally 1 second. 3 players that are going this season from City.
That's easy.
Zinchenko, Jesus, and Sterling.
Don't bring Jesus up again. We're not talking about religion today.
Can I say, because Foxy's watching as well, he's really, really, really good. So if you get him, Ollie, you will be very happy. He works.
I'll be well happy, mate. I'll be well happy. But, I mean, he's got to get an Nketiah out of the team. So, but we're going to Arsenal later, don't we? We've got to talk about Arsenal. Burnley deserve relegation, to be fair. Dyke's back.
I want to talk about Burnley.
Got them out of trouble.
Go on, Ian wants to pull. We're going to pull the pin out of Ian and let him go again.
Okay. Yes. Vincent Kompany, love him to pieces. God of Man City. He's there and they've had a half decent season. First season there, it didn't start well, but he's done pretty well. Burnley, bloody hell! I mean, to me that feels like a poison chalice. They've got loads of debt. Most of their best players are out of contract. It's like taking a punt. You guys, you like that occasionally. If you're going to take a punt, you wouldn't go to Burnley, would you? If they were relegated, and that could destroy his whole career. So,
I don't think he's had much of a career.
In the words of Sergio Aguero, "Don't do it, Vinny. Don't shoot.
Don't shoot." Well, GMS Limited, he says Luke Shaw at left back. There you go. You take him. He's a Molesey boy as well. That's why we love him.
Ian Shaw's better at left back than Luke Shaw, for goodness sake.
Shaw, bloody hell.
No,
and also City can have Tavares. Well, yeah, they can.
Anyone can have Tavares. What I would say on Burnley, on your point, because they were taken over by Burnley, but they were taken over by an investment company, weren't they? That basically bought into. They basically took a loan out on the company.
Had no money.
That needs to stop. Full stop. By the way, that is a topic for another show. But that's got to stop. But I still think, look, ultimately. What has Vincent Kompany done? He's a bang average season in a bang average league. Like the Championship is more watched more competitive than the French league. It is the Belgian league doesn't even come close to the Championship. And it's like you talked about Kevin De Bruyne getting his badges. All these football players, I could go get my UEFA badge. It's not hard. You just go spend a couple of grand and you spend some Clifton weekend in Switzerland with UEFA, mate. It's just
no one. Still no one. But you can add it to your scout badges, yeah.
Tony says, what I really want to know is why Phil Foden, his father, and Vincent Kompany.
I saw the picture, and it was really funny. Phil Foden's kid looked a bit like Vincent Kompany. It really did.
He did. He had a better tan than you, Ian.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah,
mate. We'll send it. We don't have the rights to show on the show, so we don't use copyright. But don't Ian's videos have been taken down.
We have got the permission of Kiefer Sutherland, David Beckham, all of the bullets at the beginning of the show.
I know you were allowed. I told the wife you're allowed to show those. You are.
Yeah, I reckon the missus is going to get sued for that.
I might.
Then we'll counter-sue them. And then we'll take Amber Heard lawyers. That's what we're doing.
Yes. Yeah. The thing is, Ian, though, none of my videos have never been taken down, and no few of yours have.
That doesn't surprise me. That does not surprise me.
Ian loves using.
Poor old Adam had to go to YouTube court to defend me, I think.
No, stop
it.
He
did. Yeah,
really?
It was.
What did he say?
I don't know. I think he had to do community service or something.
Oh my God! I'm so sorry, Adam. I'm really sorry.
The driver awareness course or whatever he had to go on.
Driver awareness course. It's just getting worse by the day. So last point on Burnley, because who really cares? I'm glad they've gone down. They played shit football. They're low XG. That's expected goals, in case you didn't know that. Consi Consa. I mean, Sava Mal. That's all I will say.
But 6 points for you, though. That's 6 points worse off you're going to be next season, Ollie.
How come no one's mentioned, by the way, Tavares, that left back of yours that we were talking about? I mean, they were a 70s kind of boogie band,
Tavares.
Again, references. I was born in 1989. I do not remember.
I bet Foxy's heard of them. Tavares.
It's actually Tavares. Tavares.
It's Tavares.
I reckon. I wonder if his dad or his mum was in that 70s boogie band. Yeah, you Google him. He was there in the 70s.
I mean, they sound absolutely amazing. I can't wait to listen to Tavares.
In fact, I've remembered it. Heaven must be Missing an Angel by Tavares.
I know that song. Yeah. Must be missing an angel. That one. No?
Tavares. Yeah. I reckon that's when he loses concentration at left back. That's what he's singing,
Yeah, well, he's signing for you next season, Ian.
Is he? I feel like what happened to I was too busy watching Mansfield versus Bristol Rovers because I swear there's one game when he absolutely blinder, and then
he did. He had a few good games. He wasn't that bad. I don't know why everyone's getting on his back. He's a good guy. He's in a good band in the 70s, like Tavares, family band. Ian sent me the copyright school 4 bloody hours.
It's like a driver awareness course, I think.
Excellent. So moving on, we've got to talk about Spurs. So since we didn't get top 4, I mean, I get personal messages, I get Instagram, I get WhatsApp, I get everything from every Spurs fan that I know, and I love them all because they're my friends. But I mean, I guess the point I want to make is, are Spurs ever going to win the Champions League?
Are Arsenal ever going to win the Champions League?
No, but that's fine. That's not the question, okay?
I know, but the topic says Spurs top 4, and I love the way that you've taken. I was just thinking, credit to you, Ollie. Credit to you for saying, do you know what? This is a topical football show. I wouldn't have brought it up because I know it hurts. But and I thought, do you know what? That's really mature of him to bring up Spurs got top 4 because I know it hurts. And the first question you ask, are they ever going to win the Champions League?
Listen. The thing is, I'm not a Spurs fan, so I can take what we get, and I understand that. My season ticket emails come through, and Dad's going to pay it.
Not right. I can't remember the last time a Champions League winner actually won their domestic league. Liverpool.
Man City's case.
Never. They won it this season. I don't think they won it last season. I thought Atletico did.
Fact checker. Who's on the fact checker today? Tom, check the fact checker. Get your phone out. Get on Google.
But very often does a team that hasn't won their domestic league win?
Bayern won it a couple of years ago, didn't they? And that's definitely.
So what you're saying is that Spurs could win the Champions League?
weird things happen. I mean, I never thought Chelsea would be.
Stop it, mate. Come on. I thought you were going to be like, no way. They're never going to do it. You know, they're Spurs.
Weird things happen in the Champions League. I can't even explain. I can't even understand why City didn't make the final or win the Champions League.
Because you took off Kevin De Bruyne.
In the Champions League.
But I was speaking to a good lad, Luke, last night, who's a proper Spurs fan, and he was saying, you know, there's no way they're going to win it, and they're lucky they have Conte. But
I think they've got as good a chance as, let's say, the tier two. Like, you know, if you put your elites in there, you put your Cities, your Liverpools, your Madrids, you know, your PSGs, Bayerns, they're probably your tier ones. But I mean, probably I'll put them in it. It depends who's Barca signed this year, but some of the names that Barca are trying to sign, I'll put them in the same category. I think Spurs have got just as, heard it here first, I reckon, as it stands, Spurs have got just as good a chance of winning the Champions League as Barcelona.
Villarreal made the
semi-final.
Villarreal made the semi-final and weren't far away from beating Liverpool.
They had Emery masterclass. So has Conte ever won the Champions League?
No.
The answer is no. He's never won it, and he's not a second season manager. Just so I clip this, I bloody love this show, Tony. I bloody love you. And then he said, Spurs will get humbled. I cannot wait. Oh, Tony, why are you not on the bloody show? That's what I kind of wanted to fucking hear.
Yeah, but I mean, he's clearly not working right now, so get him on the show.
Well, look, we're getting a lot of comments around Spurs. It's great. I feel a different feeling around Spurs under Conte. I think they've at least got a League Cup in them before it derails. You know what? They can take the League Cup. That's fine. I'm happy with that.
Yeah,
Has Conte stayed in the job longer than 18 months? Oh, fact checker. Love that. It'll be the fact coming out.
He hasn't been there for 8 months. He's been there for
he's well, that's the point.
Interesting fact, because he wasn't 18 months at Chelsea or
he was. He was about 2.5 years at Chelsea.
Inter, wasn't it, in Italy?
He was about 2.5 years at Chelsea because he definitely, because he won the cup and he won the FA Cup. So he was there for a couple of years.
It's not hard to win anything in Italy, though, is it? I mean, stroll around that pitch.
Is it? Well, when Chris Smalling's been the best centre back or whatever.
I know the categories. He's like, oh, Smalling, I like him. I love that. And to be fair, Chris Smalling did have a good game in that.
He was good, Chris Smalling. He really was. He did play well.
What's an absolute shit, absolute speck on my fucking shoe of a tournament. Now, that can fuck right off.
I'd take it. I would take it.
UEFA Conference. Now, bring back the Cup Winners' Cup. Now, that is a trophy. That is a trophy.
It's the same fucking thing.
No, it isn't. The FA Cup winners, I love it. The domestic league winners, it was an absolute tournament, that.
FYI, Arsenal
City won it in 1970. But hang on, here's a quiz for you two youngsters. Before that, there was another European trophy. What was it called?
Was it the Inner City Fairs?
Intertoto
no, not
Cup.
the Intertoto, no, because that's
the Inner City Fairs.
We're playing now. There was another one.
Do you know the last team to win, the English team to win the Intertoto Cup?
West Ham.
No,
West Ham.
it was Newcastle.
Was it?
Yeah, and they won it from getting into the 16th round of the UEFA Cup. It was ridiculous. Anyway, go on.
The Fairs Cup.
Was Inter City Fairs Cup. No, is that what's called?
He did say that. He did say Fairs Cup.
Okay. But the Winners' Cup won it in 1970.
There we go.
Oh,
Anyway, back to Spurs. So, I mean, did Spurs play amazingly, or did Arsenal just bottle it?
I thought Arsenal ran out of players. I thought it was about depth of squad. Spurs had a pretty much full fit squad, and I thought Arsenal's squad was not deep enough by a long way.
Not enough goals. And you know what? I'm an Arsenal fan.
They sent players, and they lost players in key positions.
Kane and Son, I mean, I'll put my hands up. Those two. Oh, I fucking hate Son. He's a fucking piece of
shit. Why? How can you hate Son?
He's fucking cheat. He's a fucking dirty cheat. He's not a dirty cheat on the front of it. He's like, oh, Mr. Nice Guy. And then he fucking cheats. I don't take that. I'd rather him be Joey Barton. Actually, I put Joey Barton beside Son.
Son gives all this, boy next door sort of thing, lovely smile. He's there with a golden boot in South Korea.
It was only shared, though.
Did you know that he has the most, I think, he has the most expensive car of any Premier League player. He has a Bugatti Veyron,
What
but
a
an
wanker.
expensive model.
What
He
a
pays
wanker. I told
£1.5
you.
million for a car. He missed a normal guy. Bugatti.
I'm completely anti this witch hunt you're again, Don, because I don't care. Regardless of it, his PR is fantastic. I don't care if he's a cunt. The PR is fantastic.
We didn't say he was cunt.
You are alluding to the fact that he's a cunt.
I just said he's a cheat, but he acts like he's not a cheat, but he is a cheat.
He literally he's
a cheat.
Okay, joint goes. He hasn't banged in 6 penos like.
I don't like his crocodile smile.
He still cheats. Anyway, we got to move on because we ain't got a lot of time left. Yeah, Cup Winners' Cup was marvellous. There we go. We had it. Smudgy Smith. This is the first final I remember Arsenal watching with my dad at home. It was brilliant. Moving on. So, Arsenal and Europa. I'll take that. I'll take Europa League. We've got a chance of winning that.
I was just thinking, did Arsenal beat Parma that time, yeah?
Yeah.
That would have been... Parma had some incredible players at that time. I think, was it Buffon played for Parma? Thomas Brolin played for Parma? And a couple of other heroes.
Hernan?
Parma that day.
Someone do the research. Get on the Google.
Yeah, on it.
I reckon Buffon and definitely Thomas Brolin and a couple of other guys who went on to be big hits played for Parma that day against Arsenal.
So I guess the point I want to make about this though is so for me, I wanted top 4 and I was gutted when we didn't get it, but I can move on. I can live with that. You know, I love Thursday night football. It's great for me. I don't care about the players. I have a great time with my brother. My dad says I will not watch the Europa League. So me and my brother are like, let's fucking have it. So Thursday nights are always a bit leery for us. Mm-hmm. But I would rather be in the Europa and have a decent chance of winning it, although you two think that Spurs have a chance of winning the Champions League, which I disagree with, than be in the Champions League and have no chance of winning.
I think you've got to be careful what you wish for there. Unless you've got a really deep squad, playing on a Thursday night is not healthy. You know, and
it's still Thursday to Sunday, though. It's the same amount.
I just think that argument is a load of bollocks. That is the biggest amount of bollocks. You don't play the whole season to finish. And to go back to your point, did Arsenal bottle or Spurs finish? It's the same argument about saying Liverpool, who deserved to win Liverpool, Man City. Whoever deserves to finish in the league place is how you perform over 38 games in the season. You deserve to be there because that's how you perform consistently, unconsistently. What do you want to call it?
I didn't say we undeserved to be in fifth place.
Well. Let me finish my point. You've opened up. It's my pin now. I'm going right. You see, you can't literally be sitting there fighting for Champions League. Literally, I saw you before the Millwall game was before the Spurs game. You're like, right, this is it. We're gonna get Champions League. We're gonna come finish 4th, and then literally 4 weeks later or 3 weeks later, you're literally saying, yes, actually, right, playing Thursday night. I quite like it, mate.
You've got to accept what you get anyway.
Yeah.
All right. Last point on this because I want to get onto Botherill's bits, which is always the best part of the show.
It is. It's only, mate. It's the reason why only 2 viewers watch it, mate.
Tony's still watching Botherill's bits. Best part. You're gonna love it. Some reminds me of Eddie Guerrero. I don't know who he is.
Eddie Guerrero.
Never heard of him.
Come on, Eddie Guerrero.
Well, who is he?
Who is he?
I can't remember.
I'll tell you, you've got to come on the show now.
Not from am I thinking the geezer from the wrestler? That's the one. Yeah, the wrestler.
Oh, wrestler. Don't do wrestling. Never watched it. All right, Bobbles Bits. So this is a bit of a breakdown and just throw a few questions at you and you give me the answers. So funniest thing to happen last season. We'll start with you, Ian. What was your funniest thing?
Liverpool losing to Real Madrid.
Wow. I mean, I was thinking of more of kind of like, not like, but that's fine. Why was that funny?
Combined with thinking that Villa had scored a third goal, that was bloody funny.
See, that's more funny. That's more funny, isn't it?
That was funny.
But that was a Wolves fan that did that, didn't it?
I mean, you've got to look at. There were so many funny things that happened at United last season.
Sorry.
I mean, it was funny.
Tom's got the pen out again. Tom,
no. Just there's something that reminded me of the
pen out. When he gets that pen out, you know he's going to
make serious. No, it was the Everton fan that chartered tickets to Paris. He heard about the story, and he was named after Richard Arlison, and then And that is absolutely the best story ever. Have you heard this? Ian? You must have.
True.
It is. It's true.
Yeah.
Like people generally
Really?
bought tickets for.
I thought that was a bit out of line. I did think that was.
No, I didn't.
You would have done that to a Spurs fan any day of the week.
Because I've read a book. It's called Secret, and the Secret wouldn't have said that's a good thing to do. That's bad energy. That's bad energy. You don't. No matter if they're Spurs fans or not, you don't do that.
Is it funny though? It is funny. What you man? Come on, you can't literally have this all demeanor like giving that, and then you see actually something that's genuinely funny.
Okay. Well, my funniest thing of the season, which was a big topic on one of the early Mullet shows, was the bird shitting in Matey Boy's mouth. What's his name? Plays for Aston Villa. He used to play for United.
Young, Ashley Young.
Ashley Young. That was my favourite moment. The bird shitting in his mouth. I mean, it could have been after a nice night. No, it's the whole season, Thomas. We're talking about the funniest moments in the season. That was my funniest moment.
What? But when the bird shat in his mouth, for what? Because it happened at United years ago.
Oh no, it happened when we played Aston Villa. Another bird shat in his mouth.
No way.
We talked about it on the show, Tom. We talked about what kind of
drunk.
bird you would like to shit in your mouth. Would it like to be a seagull? Tastes a bit like fish and chips. And then we said, what do birds really eat? And it's like, well, they eat twigs and berries. And that.
Get Adam back on the show.
Seagulls, they eat fish and chips. I mean, if you were to pick a bird to shit in your mouth, Ian, what kind of bird would you pick?
Julia
Roberts. Very good.
Well, bearing in mind I go and watch Palace and they're the Eagles, I think that would be tricky. No. The smallest possible hummingbird.
A hummingbird.
That's quite clever.
Apparently, Tony's saying that wasn't this season. I'm pretty sure it happened this season. Anyway, wow.
I think we were just talking about Ashley Young or whatever, and we were all drunk. Anyway, I thought you were going to mention Mark Overmars and dick pics.
Oh yeah,
that was funny.
That was funny, mate. Dick pics. How he got caught out. It was like, I didn't think I was going to offend anyone. Well, when you do it in the club toilet with the fucking Ajax logo in the background, mate, come on, bruv, come on. Like, you got to back yourself up. Got to have some data protection. You got to have a different phone. You got to have a burner, mate. You got to have a burner. Anyway, there we go. Ugliest player of the season. I like this one. Who do you think is the ugliest player of the season?
You can't bring up the secret and then say I'm all this and then literally start heckling at people that are really ugly, mate. It's double standards, Ollie.
It's just a bit of fun, though, isn't
it?
I mean, like, they can laugh.
Steve Cooper at Forest. I mean,
I'm talking Premier League, mate. I'm not talking. I don't see.
Sean Dyche is gone now, isn't he? So he doesn't qualify either.
I don't know. But there was something sexy about Sean Dyche.
The ugliest player in the. I tell you what, Rob Holding's hairdo. We've got to talk about his booth.
No, that's going to come under. That's going to come under the best hairstyles, mate.
I mean, that's a serious bit of surgery, isn't it? Rob Holding's hair.
Well, we'll get on to Rob Holding's under the best hairstyles.
Go on, who have you got, mate? You've clearly got someone.
You know what? I think it's got to be. It's got to be Son. Heung-min Son. He's such a cheat that he looks ugly because of his cheating, and he's a good-looking lad, but because he's a cheat, it makes me not like the look of him. It changes the whole perspective.
Do you not think Fernandes at United? I mean, he's seriously ugly, isn't he?
Yeah,
he's like an uglier version of Di Maria.
Who's that? Sorry,
an uglier version of Di Maria.
Apparently, there was a word when he left Real Madrid that he wasn't good looking enough to be a Galacticos. That's how they had to get rid of him to Paris Saint-Germain. And Bruno Fernandes, he's pretty ugly, isn't he?
Yeah, there we go. Bruno Fernandes, good shout. Tony's saying now they leave Rob Holding alone. No, Tony loves.
Who else? I'm trying to think. Is there any because you remember back in the day there was the Luke Chadwicks and. There was some.
Well, Phil Jones still plays, and he's pretty.
Yeah, he's
Phil Jones, yeah. I don't think there's any you're funny looking type players anymore. They just don't make them anymore. Vinicius Junior, I think he's quite funny looking. I think.
The thing is, though, when they're that, if they're
I
really
mean,
good, it don't
Stevens is so
matter.
bloody quick. He's gone past the player. I never had a good look at him.
I don't like the guy who plays for Newcastle, like the 7-foot guy. I think he's pretty ugly.
Dan Burns. Yeah, I was thinking Dan Burns.
Maybe it's his freakish height or something. Anyway, moving on. Best haircut of the season. There we go, Ian.
Rob Holding.
Rob Holding. Well, it's actually a new haircut. It
Yeah.
regrew. But I tell you what, though, for a hair transplant, it does look
It's
pretty
got to be
good.
Jack Grealish.
Mine was Jack Grealish. I do love his haircut.
There's only one person that can win best haircut of the season. And we are always grateful for presence. Week in, week out, it's Mr. Ollie Cotton. That is the best haircut I've seen all season. Hands down.
Well, it's shown. That's where he got the name from. To be fair, it does need a bit of a trim, but the thing is, the sides are going grey at the moment, which makes it kind of gives you that mullet.
Sexier.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, Thomas, that's why I love you. Jesus, we need to do more of these shows. Oh dear, I love it. I miss you guys. Cucurella has marvelous hair. Yes, he does. He
does. Is that the one?
He could be going to City.
Joe Wicks. It's not Cucurella. It's Joe Wicks. I promise you.
Oh, was that the joke? I didn't get it. I thought Joe Wicks was actually
Joe Wicks. Cucurella looks like Joe Wicks.
Okay, dirtiest player of the season, and not in dirty as in appearance, just downright, just took people out, hacked them down.
There have been some horrible tackles.
Yeah, you could literally put Xhaka in that season after season.
Oh, come on. He had a good season. He had a good season, no dirtiness. It's lots of silliness. Mine was MacArthur for Palace when he smashed Saka in the back of the leg. The ball was nowhere to be seen. Off the ball. Didn't get sent off. I don't think I got a yellow card for it.
What about in the Euros when Saka was pulled back by... Yeah. Who's that very ugly Italian?
He was ugly.
Chiellini.
He was ugly and he was dirty.
Very ugly.
Oh, I love that, Ian. You pulled out 2 in 1. Love that. Thomas?
He gets double top.
Double tap. Thomas? What are you thinking? Ugliest player?
Dirtiest player.
Dirtiest player, yeah. Sorry.
Yes. I'm trying to think of one standout moment where I've seen someone.
Just so you know, I did send you these pre-shows, so you had some time.
Yeah, mate. I was literally, mate. I was too busy at the Village Cricket Club sinking beers, mate. So.
Oh, I mean, how Clifton is that? You're at the Village Cricket Club.
So Clifton.
We are the Village Green, self-possessing society.
I'm trying to think. Oh, look, Granit Xhaka, as I said, he's got one of them every season.
Bullshit. That is bullshit.
Mate, how many red cards has he got this season?
Not many.
At least one.
I think one.
Two red cards this season.
You didn't get the most, though. All right, you can have Xhaka. I'll take that. All right. This is quite a fun one. Best kit of the season. Anyone?
I've got one.
What?
Man United zebra kit. That was shocking.
Actually, I quite like that one.
No.
Is it like the Venice? Is that the team of Venice? Oh, it's such a good cut. Is it?
You're going outside. You're going outside.
It's basically a team that's, I think it's Venezia. I think that's how they pronounce it.
Right. They're regarded as the fashion icons, aren't they? I was reading about them.
Their kits are literally. I saw this kit earlier, and this is one thing I did research, and I literally was a little bit pissed, and I brought the shirt. Don't tell my missus.
Stop it! What, you're not allowed to buy kits anymore?
It was. Tom's pretending to be uneducated. You read that in the Sunday Times?
No, I've seen it on the Instagram.
This black. Did you buy the black one?
The black one or the white one? No, I bought the black one, mate. But either or are phenomenal kits.
I mean, the guy modelling it is so hot, and the bird modelling it. Oh, stop it! Stop it! I'll take that.
What do you think of Newcastle wearing the Saudi Arabian colours for their second shirt next season?
Disgraceful.
That's terrible.
Wow.
That's really bad.
All right, last one. So I'm going to go online and play some gaming with my boys.
What about the fans?
Just so you know, if you've watched, if you like, please like and subscribe. Thank you for all your comments. Thank you, Tony. Thank you, Adam. A few more. Any Tottenham shirt. I guess that's not for the best shirts. Any Tottenham shirt was shit. There we go. And best kit was Arsenal third. I did like Arsenal.
I do actually like the Arsenal kits. Are really good.
Yeah, because they're Adidas. But last one, biggest idiot of the season.
Michael Owen for his bollocks comments in the Champions League final.
Yeah, Michael Owen is a twat. We all hate
Yeah.
him.
Have you seen that his daughter's going on Love Island?
Yeah.
Hilarious.
No, stop it. Is she hot?
It's my
No, she's not hot because if you.
I don't know. There's like normal hot and there's Love Island hot. I think they're different.
I've never watched Love Island.
I mean, well, like Instagram, I think like if you like that type of girl, she's hot. But it's Michael Owen's daughter, and I just can't get away from the fact. Forever, it's just it'd be in my mind.
Right, so Tom, what you got? Biggest
it's got to be Kurt Zuma's brother and Kurt Zuma combined. So Kurt Zuma's being an idiot, kicking his cat, and Kurt Zuma's brother's being an idiot and filming it and putting it on Instagram.
Yes, because we all know if you're going to do something stupid, don't film it. Don't put yourself in the limelight.
Stitch up your brother.
Mine was actually Ralph Rangnick because I remember being on 6 and 1, and we had a few of the guys, Man United agenda guys on, and when he came in, they were like, "He's going to be brilliant. He's going to win all these games." And let's be honest, it was an absolute car crash to the point. He left at the end. Craig Pawson, idiot of the season. In fact, all of the referees.
Who was the actor in Honey, I Shrunk the Kids? Do you not think he looks like Ralph Rangnick?
I mean, that's a bit harsh.
Do you know any references post 2000 out of interest?
Yeah,
actually, I know the guy you're talking about, but the guy goes
Ralph Rangnick. Come on, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
That's classic, man. I love that. I don't know why he's mugging that off.
Ralph Rangnick.
So, guys, that's the end of the show. It's been lovely having you. We're going to come out with some more mullet shows, 6 and 1 shows. We're going to be out there on FTV Sports. This is what we do, and we love it. Don't worry. I'm going to Amsterdam on Sunday, so, I'm away Sunday to Wednesday. But then we'll be back and we'll do it, and we're going to do some more stuff. We're going to be doing some more fun stuff. So thank you, everyone, for watching. Any last words, guys, on the season that has been?
All my friends and relatives will be impressed that I've been on a show with, Champagne Charlie Nicholas and Matt Damon.
Champagne Charlie, they're two of my favourite things. Thomas?
I'm Matt Damon. Lovely.
Thank you very much, guys. And we will see you hopefully in a week's time. Oh, look, amazing stream. Thanks, guys. Tony, we love you. You're Tony.
Big up, Big Tony. Round of applause to Big Tony.
On the next show. Thank you very much. Good night.
Good night. England!